Today I'm sewing and sharing a pattern that's quick, easy, and free. This is the Luna Tank by Helen's Closet Patterns. I'm sewing this pattern today with a jersey material and I'm going to be using my serger. If you're using your sewing machine to construct this garment, you can use a narrow zigzag stitch, the width of about 0.5 and a length of about 3. I've left a link to the pattern below so you can grab a copy and sew along with me. Let's get started. Place your front and back pieces right sides together and pin your shoulder seams and side seams. Sew these seams with a narrow zigzag stitch or using your serger with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Fold your neckband in half right sides together so that the short edges meet. And pin in place. Do the same for your 2 armbands. Sew or serge these short ends with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Now that those seams are sewn, take each of your bands to your ironing board and press them in half, wrong sides together. Now I'm going to place pins along my neckband to match my quarter points. I've also gone ahead and marked the center, front, and back of my neckline with pins as well. Now we can start attaching our neckband to the bodice. I'm going to match the seam of my neckband with one of my shoulder seams and pin in place right sides together. Then I'm going to continue matching the raw edges of the neckband, matching the pins all the way around. And the neckband quarter point across from the neckband seam will match with your opposite shoulder seam. Now we can sew or serge the neckband to the neckline with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. The neckband is slightly smaller than the neckline, so you're going to be stretching slightly so that you have a perfect fit between your notches. Be careful to stretch only your neckband and not the neckline of your bodice. I've gone ahead and quartered my armbands and my armholes using pins just as I did for the neckline. Matching the seam of the armband with my underarm seam right sides together, I'm going to start pinning them in place and matching my quarter points. Do this for both armholes and then sew or serge in the same way as we did for the neckline, using a 3/8 inch seam allowance and stretching that neckband slightly from pin to pin for a perfect fit. Once the neckband and armbands are attached, go ahead and give them a light press so everything lays nice and flat. For this pattern, the hem is intended to remain raw, but because the jersey that I'm using wants to curl, I'm going to hem the raw edges. I'm just going to fold and press the raw edges to the wrong side by about 1/2 inch all the way around, and then using a zigzag stitch or a cover stitch machine, you can top stitch those edges down. Now that my hem is complete, we're all done with the tank. Thank you for watching this sew along. Make sure you check out my other videos for more great sewing inspiration, and I'll see you in the next video.